Have you ever been tempted in your life? I know I have, many times. By whether that could be anything. That could be, we could be talking about eating a dessert, like that cake looks really good, pause. We could be talking about a girl. We could be talking about smoking, drinking, anything that we know we're not supposed to be doing. But you know, like your flesh, it feels like this is gonna be feeling really good. In the moment, it's gonna feel good. But in the long run, is it really gonna be good for you? We're gonna talk about that. Now, I'd like to tell you about, recently, I was tempted to, you know, get back into my old ways of lust, right? And I feel like a lot of men struggle with this, but we never really put it out there and to give it truth to everybody else, to let everybody else know that we're struggling with it, right? And I was just like, I came home from work one day, and you know, ever since I started following the Lord, it's been way easier to stop, you know, watching the adult sites, and you know, self-fornication is not something I think about like ever, really. But particularly this one day, I just came home and it was like those feelings was coming back, right? And in the past, I would just, you know, give into those thoughts, and you know, you explore those thoughts a little bit more, you let them fester. And you do not want to let those thoughts fester, because they will manifest into something you do not want to get into, man. You will regret that firmly. But usually, you know, I let those thoughts fester and they win. But this time, I knew what that consequence was. If I let my brain go into that pathway, what was going to happen, and the enemy would win. And so what, you get that feeling for what, a minute, boom, and then what happens afterwards? You get that post clarity, and you start thinking about all these reasons why you're a failure, how you're alone, how you're worthless, how the Lord doesn't love you no more. I know that feeling. So when I thought about that feeling, and that foresight let me know not to do it again, right? Of course, I got some verses for you to deal with these temptations, but recently I told a friend about this. It's also a great thing to do when you have these feelings. Tell a friend about this, and he reminded me to bring it to the Lord. Bring it to the Lord first. You bring it to Him first, it will have no value over you. It will have no stronghold over you if you bring it to the Lord first. And in bringing that to Him, He will give you rest. As it says in 1 Corinthians 10, 12 through 13, if you think you are standing strong, be careful not to fall. The temptations in your life are no different from what others experience, and God is faithful. He will not allow temptation to be more than you can stand. When you are tempted, He will show you a way out that you can endure. And brothers and sisters, I want you to understand how encouraging that is. The Lord is not going to give you anything in this life that you cannot handle. That means any trial that you have, any temptation, any setback, you can prevail. You can prevail. Not because of your own strength. If you try to lean on your own strength, you're overthinking it, and you're like, oh, I can muscle it out. You can only be so strong. When you count on an ever powerful, everlasting Lord that's seen these temptations throughout man through thousands of years, how could you not lean on the Lord, man? How could you not? I know in these moments it's easy to forget these things. It's easy to forget. That's why we read and cycle through over and over, man. Over and over to get these things. So when in these moments, you know when to think. You think about 1 Corinthians, you're like, okay, what'd the Lord say? What'd the Lord say? When I'm tempted, there is a way out. He will provide a way out. He will provide a way out. This will not be too hard for me. I could do this. Not because of not my own strength, but the Lord's strength. His strength is enough. It's sufficient. And knowing that, you can rely on that in any temptation, any situation. Any temptation, any situation. You know what I'm saying? So anytime you feel tempted, first of all, especially if it's lust, run away. Run away. If a female try to get at you, and you know, she trying to, you know what suckers be trying to do nowadays, man. Not nowadays, they've been doing it since the beginning of time, but somebody trying to get at you, if you like stick around, you play with it, boom, something bad's going to happen. So make sure you flee away. Make sure you flee away from those temptations as well. Not even give them a chance to seep into your mind and cook you. Absolutely. The Lord is always going to provide that way out. So remember that, man. Have people you can call, have people you can rely on, that you can tell about these feelings. Put them out in the air so they have no hold over you. He said, it's common to man. These temptations are common to man. You're no different than any other person. Everybody goes through this. It's about whether you want to make that change, though. Are you going to be bound by the flesh, or are you going to be uplifted by the Spirit? Bound by the flesh or lifted by the Spirit? You could either be a slave to the world or a slave to God. Which one you going to choose? Think about it. Think about it, man. If you're struggling with any temptations, let me know, man. I can help you. I'm here for you. But before that, the Lord is here for you. So remember that. I'll see y'all next time.